Beer here back in the Fantasy Bar. Huge slate of games on tap for Tuesday. We got you all set with some of my favorite plays for you on FanDuel and DraftKings, including a value bat I think is way too cheap here. A starting pitcher that continues to be an amazing value. Some home run spots we can attack, and a beast at a night I think is in for a massive night. Who are we talking about? Only one way to find out. Belly up to the Fantasy Bar. Welcome in, guys. Tuesday edition, Beers Daily Fantasy six-pack. Big slate of games here on Tuesday night. We got you all set with some of my favorite plays on FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and hanging out here in the Fantasy Bar. Before we get into the plays, let's knock out the housekeeping. First thing, thumbs up button. You guys have been doing a great job with that. I appreciate it. Really helps us out over on YouTube. So take a second, click that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. When you're done here, go check out scoresandodds.com/beer. So much great information over there. Gonna love what you see. That link right in the description of the video. All right, tonight's slate. Obviously the headliner, Dodgers and Coors Field. Team total of about 50 there. I could have done a 12-pack on the Dodgers here tonight. So obviously a good spot. I want to try to find you some ways to get different from Coors, to mix in with those stacks if you're going that route. So all plays outside of Coors, but Dodgers, certainly a team you're going to want to load up on here tonight. Reminder, our intro play can be found on our RotoGrinders YouTube page in our short section. We give you that first play over there, the rest of the plays here in the main video. All right, let's start with a value play. I think it's way too cheap. Hitting leadoff for Baltimore, we're talking outfielder Austin Hayes. Really nice prices here, $3,500 on DraftKings. We know this is a very good lineup. Get a guy like this, can save you some money, been productive as well, especially against left-handed pitching this season, 364. The weighted OBA for him this season, power in this bat as well, 233. The ISO, and hits the fastball very well. Abbott going to depend on that pitch. We're talking a 383 WOBA for Austin Hayes against that pitch here. So Baltimore in a good spot once again here tonight. Austin Hayes simply way too cheap, under $3K FanDuel, and just $3,500 over on DraftKings. All right, let's stay in the outfield, spend some money on Bryce Harper of Philadelphia. Now, this is one of those, if you want to completely avoid Coors, maybe you want to spend some money elsewhere. I think Bryce Harper, a nice selection here tonight, been kind of quiet of late, so I don't see a ton of ownership here. Even if you need a sneaky one-off play, you got some money. So Harper checks a lot of boxes here for us. Now, power numbers against righties, certainly down from what we've seen in the past, but that WOBA way up at 421. So I bring that up. He's hitting the ball well against righties. The power is going to come here for Bryce Harper. And I think it could start as soon as tonight here. Jamison Taillon been that bad against left-handed hitters. WOBA almost 450 allowed to lefties. ISO well over 300 at 321. And a ton of hard contact here as well at almost 59%. So Philly, certainly a team that you can stack up here tonight. Schwarber, another bat I'd be looking at here in this stack. Want to get different from Coors? This is an option for you. Or Bryce Harper simply as a one-off play for you tonight against Jamison Taillon. All right, let's knock out our catcher over on DK. We're on William Contreras of the Brewers. So catcher, we talk about it all the time. Kind of get somebody that's affordable with some power, hits in the heart of the order. Contreras checks all those boxes here for us tonight against Peterson. Been good against lefties. Second on the team in both WOBA and ISO. That WOBA way up at almost 400. ISO approaching 300 this season for William Contreras. Peterson giving up a 376 WOBA, two righties on the season, and a lot of hard contact approaching 45% here. So Brewers offense, generally not something we're targeting. Been kind of quiet of late. I think Contreras, a solid one-off play, under 3,000 over on FanDuel, and a very affordable 4,300 here tonight over on DraftKings. All right, starting pitcher. I promised you a guy that is too cheap. We are talking Bryan Woo of Seattle. Now this one, you got to be a little bit careful. I think you're going to see a lot of Coors Field stacks. I think the first pitcher that's going to go in is Bryan Woo. So we got to find ways to get a little bit different when we go that route. But cash games, I think this is absolutely a lock and load. Even on FanDuel up at 8,900, still a little bit too cheap in my opinion. Last couple starts been great for this guy, averaging 24 DraftKings points per start here. Now we know Washington, not a very good offense. They just don't strike out a ton, so that's a little bit of a concern. But we're not investing a ton in Bryan Woo. We don't need him to necessarily go out and get us 9, 10 strikeouts in this matchup. So even if he can get 5, 6, 7 strikeouts at a $6,900 price point, we're loving life at that point. Plus, Washington, yes, they may not strike out a lot, but we're talking a punchless lineup. Bottom 10, WOBA, ISO, WRC plus this season against right-handed pitching. So I think the strikeouts will certainly be there. Maybe Washington playing a little bit over the head in that department here. Brian Wu, simply too cheap, too tough to ignore again. Cash game lock, tournaments, if you build the rest around him properly, find some low-owned plays. I think it's a solid option here for you on Tuesday night. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Tuesday night. Before we do that, let's run it back. Beast of the Night contest, easy to play, guys. Click that thumbs up button, then head to the comment section and guess fantasy points on DraftKings for my highest scoring hitter. Closest guess gonna win themselves a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. All right, let's wrap this baby up. My favorite play for the big Tuesday night slate, we know him as the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We're going to the shortstop position here. Again, another premium bat that's been quiet of late. I think wakes up tonight. We're talking Corey Seeger of Texas, tonight's Beast of the Night. Now, again, you're loading up on Coors. You want to go that route. You're probably not getting a Corey Seager. You want to find ways to get different in your tournament builds. Find some of these expensive bats that no one's going to spend on. I think Corey Seager certainly an option you're going to want to look at here on tonight's slate. Been money against righties. Team highs in both WOBA at 451. ISO way up at 302 for Corey Seager this season against right-handed pitching. And we know Matt Manning going to rely on that fastball. Seager hits that pitch very well. WOBA at almost 400. ISO over 300 here. Then Corey Seager breaks out of this little funk here, gets it going with a home run or two tonight. Corey Seager, my favorite play on the board in tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll do it for our Tuesday night six-pack here. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget, your guess for fantasy points on DraftKings for my highest scoring hitter for your shot at some free RotoGrinders Premium. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Best of luck on the slate tonight. We'll take a couple days off. Be back again on Friday. Click that thumbs up button and subscribe if you have not already. Go win some money tonight. Thanks again for hanging out, and we'll see you.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist